G'day, I'm Ash. This is the 1.85 dev server, and as per usual, all content is subject to change and may very well be updated with new vehicles, changes, and other features. I'm pending live, opening on the final release, and all content you should see should not be taken as final. With that out the way, yes, I do sound like I've just woken up. That's because I woke up with my face on the keyboard after staying up pretty much all night after I got the email notification that the dev server was going to go up, and it was around 4:30 in the morning when I realised, oh yeah, I'll just put my head down here for a minute or two. Well, it's now midday. I've got a keyboard imprint in my face, and well, good news. France has got its armoured car. This is the AMX 10 RC. It's a rank 6 battle rating 8.3 vehicle. It's got a 105mm gun and two 7.62mm machine guns, one in coax and one on the top of the turret. This thing does a top speed of 85 kilometers an hour, unlike its Italian counterparts, which are being added. There's a considerable amount of them, but we'll compare it to the 7.7 battle rating Centauro. Yeah, the top speed isn't looking too good, apart from the fact that it has, well, an extra set of wheels, but it's 110 compared with, 85 kilometers an hour. What else? The armor modifications. Well, it's not really much to say. It is an armored car. These things were meant to be slightly heavier, but good enough for infantry supporting. It's quite fascinating armored car development because it sort of blends the norms between a tank, an infantry fighting vehicle, and a scout vehicle, and I think that is fantastic. In terms of X-ray, 3 men in the turret there, and you've got a driver, and then loads of ammunition. But again, it's an armoured car. You never know what's going to happen. This thing could be blatantly overpowered like all the Centauros, and the amount of armoured cars that we'll be getting here. Which makes me think, is France and Britain and possibly, Russia getting all their armoured cars here soon with BMPs and various things? Because there are so many armoured cars. Like, European nations loved armoured cars because they could drive on the road. They could, flow freely. So it's going to be really interesting to see whether we get these in game. Of course, we've got the French one here, but some of the earlier French armoured cars were absolutely hysterical. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And yes, this will be the final 1.85 dev server video I do, impending the patch coming in the next week. Now, we've got some other interesting things. Italy gets 5 or 6 new vehicles. Let's go take a look at Italy for a second here. And no, not this cute little thing. If you haven't seen my last video, go watch it. We do some experimenting with the L33, Conto Caro. But anyway, first we've got the M113A1, which is all the way down here. It's an 8.3. It's a tow variant of the, well, an APC. Essentially, just a tow launcher on a bloody stick pointing out the top of an armoured personnel carrier with a 50 cal machine gun. So it's a rank 5, battle rating 8.3. So 12.7, and it also has the BGM-71B tow ATGM with 10 rounds. So this is Italy's ATGM, I suppose, and fire rate's 5 rounds a minute. Now it is just a regular. It's just a regular M113. So again, it's meant for an armored personnel carrier. Thickness isn't great, 44mm. And frontal's 38, but it's the aluminium alloy, so you probably be looking at like 20mm cannons or thereon, with like armor piercing, penetrating some parts of the vehicle. But otherwise, be careful in these things. Ah, yes, the X-ray. X-ray, all the ammunition is on the right-hand side, so protect your right-hand side. And of course, then the driver is on his own, right beside the engine there. And the poor guy in the back. The loader. But that's pretty much it for this vehicle. An interesting vehicle, I have to say. The machine gun's in an odd placement, right on the on the gunner's hatch. I presume that this vehicle is loaded and unloaded from that position was someone loading the shell up into the missile, or should I say, into the tow launcher. But who knows? What else did Italy get? According to the patch notes, they got a M1340. So, another rank 1. Okay, a little cutesy. Battle Riding 1. Vehicle with a 47 and an 8mm machine guns in the hull there, ×2. Not much to say about this one. 30mm armor at the front, on hull, 25 on the side. Turrets are 45 at the direct front here. I think that's just that little plate there. And then the rest is 25mm. X-ray, again, shoot it straight in the center. If you have some sort of shot that disperses itself, you're going to kill all the crew instantly. There's not really much to say about that one. We've got the M1342. Oh, that's the 43. Where's the 42? Regardless, this is another vehicle. The M1343. So we're missing the 14.2, or did they make it a premium? I can't see. There's the 1, there's the 3. I don't know. That particular vehicle, for some reason, is missing. Alright, then we've got an M1441, which is this vehicle. Again, they all look extremely the same. And then we've got an M1542. So where is it? Excuse me. Something that actually looks different from its predecessors. Anyway, rank 2, battle rating 2.0. Not really much to say about this one. It's got 50mm of hull armor and 45 on the turret, but it's still 25mm on either side. Italy gets 2 Ju-87s, starting off with the R2, and it's basically a rank 1 1.7. It's pretty much identical to the other Stuka in-game. The only difference being it uses Italian-made and manufactured bombs, and that's pretty much consistent with both vehicles. They use their own armament layout, with their own Italian bombs. Of course, they're not as good as the German layouts. It's slightly lesser. You can't hold an 1,000-kilogram bomb on the Stuka D3, let alone the R2, so you're limited to a 500-kilogram bomb and many, many more presets in terms of bomb layout. Of course, here's the Ju-87D3. It's a rank 2 battle rating 2.7. Of course, you can mount, I believe, the gun pods. No, you can't mount the gun pods. Not on this version. The screenshot that I had seen from the dev server beforehand did have the gun pod ability. Maybe that was just the D5. Regardless, you can't get a decent armament on these Stukas. But it is nice to see Italy get a ground support vehicle. That'll play out to help with ground forces, that's for sure. And that's really it for the new vehicles. Now, you may have noticed this new shiny, area, I guess. And this, well, this part of the hangar is the aviation side. And it looks fantastic. So not only have we received the winter hangar for this year, it is an absolutely fantastic hangar. There's an F100 in the corner. I think it's an F100, or is it a MiG? That's the F100 model. That's pretty much it here. And of course there's a helicopter in the corner. And then this massive Ferris wheel, which looks stunning. And War Thunder always does a good job of their hangars every year. Nothing too distracting from and detracting from the original game, but oftentimes you'll find that this hangar stays around until like the 20th of January. Again, it's like, it's not quite, at that point in time, Christmas is well over. So you can give it where you can. And of course, behind the AMX 10RC, we've got 2019 and a Christmas decoration. We've got what appears to be an F100 again, taking off. We've got a little boat. I believe it's an American motor torpedo boat. We've got what looks to be a Brandenburg gate with the War Thunder logo on the top. And again, fireworks going off everywhere. And the Ferris wheel in the background there. Presents underneath the Christmas trees. An IS-7 in the corner, which is quite interesting. I believe that's an IS-7. Yeah, it looks like an IS-7 to me. a missile, and another helicopter. Stay tuned for some more content. We've got to cover the new maps, and I'm probably going to do music videos of those. Who knows? There's some other changes, some key sound, and some visuals, and all sorts of fancy things to go yet. So, again, while this is the last look at major content, stick around, and thanks for watching. My name's Ash. I'll catch you in the next one.